Hello, everyone. I'm Joe Hennessy,
I'm just Musso.
and this is a Shot of Hennessy. This is actually our second time recording because Justin sucks.
Yeah. All right. Hey, don't blame me. Blame my iPad's apparently shitty reception and really any electronic device I've had that can use Skype's reception when it comes to Skype calls.
It's cool. Okay, what we were talking about before, and we're gonna talk about again,
Yep.
is
Which
games
you will never know about.
is is games from Square Enix. So Justin, why don't you tell me what games you got for your DS?
Oh, for my DS, I got The World Ends With You and two Kingdom Hearts games.
Cool, cool. Um, we just have no patience whatsoever. We're not gonna like pretend like
We're just gonna
nothing
go. We're
happened.
just gonna go on with this. I got two Kingdom Hearts games in The World Ends With You. The World Ends With You is a fun game, post-apocalyptic planes of existence or chance. Okay, now what else we have to talk about because we have no patience for the listener who wasn't here for the 5 minutes it took for us to talk about the last thing. So just know that whatever it was important to us, and will never be as.
It's just like, okay, this is what we're talking about. Uh,
Uh,
Next one, okay. No, no, okay. What we talked about is The World Ends With You was a really cool game because it's from the same makers of Kingdom Hearts, Square Enix, and it has the same general art style. But it's kind of like the whole game itself is like really out there, just because the way you fight and like a lot of the aspects that affect the game. Like a big thing is you'd be surprised is fashion and music. Like you can go to different stores and buy different clothes, quote unquote. It doesn't really change the look of your character, but in your inventory, you have that outfit put together.
yeah,
So
and
the
like
yeah, go
there,
ahead.
there, there's like the thing is like there's like if there's ever been a game that's been more about brand recognition, like not since the last NASCAR video game, has there been a video game that focuses on a mechanic of staying in style ever?
hmm
Like they're pretty much like the thing that they hammer into you, but thankfully they do it gently and then it's just all the time. Is like you
Oh
every
wait,
time you enter.
I want to stop you. Just the fact that you said they hammer into you, but gently, like gently hammering something in.
I'm sorry.
No,
I know that the idea of someone just tinkering at a nail before they really go for the big drive is something that apparently only I've ever done. But no, sorry that I'm trying to use nice figurative language to describe something, but you have to call it out. No, by all means,
oh
yes, they
god,
hammer it into you gently. I'm sorry, I read a lot of fan fiction, and that's the kind of language I have to use to
oh god
describe stuff now.
almighty,
That's my
oh,
penance.
oh god, just continue before I die.
Okay, well, you're not 40 yet, so we don't have to worry about that. So, anyways, an aspect that they introduced you is this whole thing about fashion, because it's this whole big like kind of JRPG like bash 'em up psycho game, and then all of a sudden it's like Barbie My Pretty Dress Up. Like, oh wait, hold on a second, because what you had to do is you have to check your cell phone every time you enter a new area to see what brands are popular and what brands are unpopular.
Because
Because
heaven
if
forbid you get
heaven forbid
seen.
you're out of style, and this game literally will kick your ass if you're not in style. Like, oh yeah, I'm just wearing my natural puppy shirt. And like,
Nope.
I'm gonna use a hip snake badge. Well, hip snake's number 2 most popular, but that natural puppy shit is the stink. So make sure. So now when you go into battle, your hip snake will do about 1.5 times damage, but you'll be out about 20 health points because you're not wearing the right T-shirt. It's like the Reapers who are running this game are just a bunch of really bitchy gay people who are just watching the players and are just like, oh, honey, you're wearing that half health.
Oh my god.
Like every time you enter a new area.
Oh, it's really it's bad. But the game itself is a lot of
Yeah, it's really
fun.
fun.
Don't get us wrong.
Don't get us wrong. We hate it because we love it.
Exactly.
We love it so much that we find things to hate.
Yeah. And the one thing, it's one of those games that they go out of their way to keep you busy playing it.
Oh yeah.
Like I've beaten through the game, and what it is that you play through like 3 different weeks, and then after that it's kind of like there's a free play mode, which they call like, I think it's like The World Ends With Us or something. It's just some clever
Oh,
name. And basically what it is, it's like an
change
alt
the pronoun.
yeah, basically what is like an alternate universe where none of that happened and everyone's normal. It's literally like, hey guys, we all go to school together and we're all cool people. All the villains you fought.
Hey guys, remember the last 3 weeks? Me neither. Let's have pin battles.
Yeah, like all those villains you fought that were like hell bent on world domination or just making everyone miserable. No, they work at the stores and they're like TV commentators.
It's totally cool. There's people in pop culture. It was all a dream. It was all a dream.
It was all a snow globe in an autistic kid's mind.
Yep.
Oh god.
I like to believe that's how a lot of Square Enix stuff gets done, anyways.
Yeah.
Autistic kid shaking his skull, being like, "I think this should be a good game." Thank you, autistic child.
But it's cool though because you can play through the game again, but this time it's kind of like I'm trying to think of a movie that the situation is basically it's like you go through again, but you don't really care about the main goal. You've got other stuff to do, so it's like you got to go back in time, and your friend's like, "Let's go to see this movie," and you're like, "No, I've got to stop the train!" Like, and they're like, "What the hell are you talking about?" And you're like, "No, I've got this. I've got something to do," and they're like, "Oh my god!" So you've got like ulterior motive within each chapter.
So just talking about that, I'm gonna start doing that now. Like, if I'm ever having like in a situation that I just really don't want to be in, like my friends like, "Hey, let's go see this movie." Like, I really don't want to see this movie, but I don't know how to get out of this. I'm just gonna like show up like 20 minutes later. I'm gonna have like someone call me. I'm like, "No!" It's like, "Where are you going?" It's like, "I have to stop the train. It's happening again," and just run out of there.
Or even better, show up there. Like they're like, "Oh, you ready to see the movie?" And you're like, "Wait, what's the date?" Come up like covered in dirt and your clothes all like torn up, like you just went through a time hole, and you're like, "No, it's happening now," and just run out, and they'll just never question it.
Yep, and then never talk to them again. Just never see them again. Just leave them thinking that you managed to you gave your life to stop some time-shattering catastrophe.
Fake your own death and everything.
There you go. Just obituaries. I've already told a lot of my friends that I have every intention. If I had the time and the resources, I would totally just fake my own death in amongst my immediate friends, and then one of them to haunt. Just like, randomly showing up like in the backgrounds of pictures or like
oh my god,
in crowds and making them slowly have a mental breakdown.
And then and then like right when they're about to kill themselves, like, it was all a joke.
I'm kidding. It was a huge game. We just made a movie about it. You're welcome.
Oh, sweet Lord Almighty. So yeah, Square Enix games, which is the main point of all this.
Yeah, you know.
Some of the other games that for the DS are Kingdom Hearts 300 and something days by whatever.
I do.
And
by 2 days.
Yeah, and then Recoded. I haven't played Recoded, but I have the other one, which is it's basically you play as Roxas in Organization 13, which is kind of cool because it's kind of like a side of the story you never really saw.
Mm-hmm.
And the one thing about I noticed all the Kingdom Hearts games is the fact that like there's just so many, and they're just trying to like, hey, you want Kingdom Hearts 3? Nope.
Yeah, they're just trying. They're just Square Enix is the biggest dick. Square Enix is like a crack dealer. That's just giving them less and less crack for more and more money.
Oh.
But there's nothing we as fans can do about it. We can bitch and moan like this is fucking bullshit and hand over like $50 for a game. Like, hey, did you ever wonder what Jiminy Cricket did before Sora? Well, here's the game to do it. Wait a minute, what about the Keyblade Wars? The what? There's no Keyblade Wars yet. Jiminy Cricket.
That's gonna be the next one.
That's gonna be the next one for the 3DS.
No,
it's gonna
make it full console, Xbox 360, PS3.
PS3. It's just gonna be Jiminy Cricket's Adventure. No, not even before. It's gonna be Jiminy Cricket's Adventures during the original saga of Kingdom Hearts. So half the time you're just gonna be sitting in a journal waiting for your sword to open you and consult you.
Oh my god.
And the rest of the time it's gonna be like napping.
Oh, sweet Lord Almighty. Well, they are making one for the 3DS.
Yes, I know they are, and I know that they're also going to be including characters from The World Ends With You,
which I'm excited for.
Yeah.
The thing about the game is that like I've seen like a trailer at the beginning, like the whole setup is like, hey, you guys are normal age, and you're like, is it continuing after Kingdom Hearts 2? No, whatever, we'll make you look small again, which I don't understand. Like it's just kind of preventing, like, nope, not gonna let them go. We'll get people's hopes up too much.
Nope. Look, okay. I know that a lot of you nerds had no lives when Kingdom Hearts 2 came out. And all you did was play Kingdom Hearts 2 to try to get 100%. And I know we promised you Kingdom Hearts 3 and Keyblade Wars. I swear to God, if you give us just like 10 more years, We promised you to get you a new trailer for Kingdom Hearts 3.
A new trailer. Oh, sweet Christ Almighty! And
Like,
that's 10 minutes.
if
Oh,
I don't start seeing like more actual news on Kingdom Hearts 3, I'm just gonna go ahead and write it off as the next Duke Nukem Forever.
beautiful. And with that, we're gonna stop.
Yeah, we
So
are.
so thanks, Justin. Thanks everybody.
Yeah.
Like, subscribe, and we'll see you guys next time.